You can hear the wind behind me. Here it's just about 21 miles per hour, and it's just approaching daybreak. Sunrise is in about 25 minutes. We're Hurricane Dorian is about 60 miles south of us, 1 degree west of us, and we're in this sheltered little neighborhood. I know this neighborhood really well. I'm not concerned. The wind is pretty much direct east, so we're gonna find a route that's running north-south that's pretty sheltered with some vegetation, so we don't get too much crosswind. Just want to get in a quick 10. I've been in far worse conditions than this. I remember I paced New Jersey Shore Marathon, and oh man, it was wind and hail and rain in your face. I was the 5-hour pacer for the first 13 miles. It was brutal. I mean, they had us under a tent before the start. There was 800 runners that started, and they kept us under this huge tent until right before the start because the conditions were so bad. So this is mild compared to that. I mean, we're in tropical weather here. That's really the concern, that it's hot. I don't want to get any chafing. A good thing to do for your feet is put on your toes is to grease your toes. If you grease your toes, it reduces your chance of blisters. If you don't grease your whole foot, I've done that once and I was sliding and it was so annoying. Just your toes. And then anywhere else that, my arm, I greased my arms pretty good too today. So sometimes they're shaped with the right. So we're just going to try and get in 10. And yeah, look at this little tree frog. Just kind of hanging out with us. Oh, he's scared. I don't know if you can see him. But there he goes. He's hanging out up there. So, all right. So let's go for it. Look at the trees behind me. You can see the tops aren't moving really at all. We're really sheltered in this neighborhood, fortunately, from the winds. And honestly, I don't want to take the thunder away from the Weather Channel, but this is some really good running conditions. The rain has been pretty consistent the whole time, and then it's keeping the core cool, which is great. The pace is surprisingly faster than I expected because of the heat, but I'm not hot because of the rain, and the wind has actually helped a bit cooling as well. I just thought I'd try my usual route in the neighborhood and see how it worked out, and there's only one area where I was in a direct headwind, and that wasn't as bad as typical Outer Banks in the winter. So very pleased with how this run is unfolding. We are only just past 4 miles, but I'm gonna plan on going 20 in this. I don't have enough supplies on me, so we're gonna have to go home and refuel at about 15. I've been drinking water every 2 miles now instead of 1 because I'm cooler and feeling really good. And actually the late start helped too. So about 3 hours later than usual because I wanted to wait till daybreak so I don't have to use my headlamp to avoid puddles. Deep areas, deeper puddles, which when you're talking about deep, I mean, you're just talking ankle deep. It's really not that bad here. I think that's all I want to share. I can't think of anything else. I'll try and get a picture of the storm surge. I want to be careful though, because if there's any authorities there, they may tell me to go home, and then that would cut the run short. I shared 69 miles north. We were 69 miles north of the eye, so we're still in the hurricane, and we've been out here almost 2 hours now. So it's moving north about 15 miles an hour, so the eye's getting closer. It is pouring, and don't tell anyone, but this is ultra fun. See you later. Wind's picking up a little bit, but it's still really fun out here. I just got back home, gonna refuel. We are at just over 14 miles, and what's really good, let me show you, hold on. I got Jane offered to do this for me. I put a rag in a plastic bag, so I'm going to take this out to the beach and get some pictures of the storm surge for you. I want to wait to do that till after I hit 20 miles in case they send me home. And then also we are reloading with some vitamin water energy. So, and this has caffeine in it, so that's going to give us a little kick. So I'm excited about going and making the most of this experience. Yeah, this is getting unnecessarily dangerous, and definitely gonna get moving here, get storm surge for you at the beach, get a quick shot, and then head home. It's just not worth it. Oh, that was not fun. I'm pelted by the sand there. So we're just 16.7. I think we're gonna get past 18, which means, I mean, just another 2 miles to 20, but these conditions are not very good now, and we're gonna go home. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. It is insane out here right now. I went to Otter Slide because I really like that little stretch, and I figured and I was past 18 miles, and I figured if I got into my happy space and that little stretch of road, that we can make this go to 20. We're almost to 19 now. I can make a few turns and get to 20, and that's definitely where we're wrapping up, just over 20. So wow, it's scary when you hear the branches crack above you and you're running. That's been definitely intimidating. So let's do this.